Hi everyone. This is part one of I don't know how many parts of Color Along in the Europa book on the map page. I haven't seen anybody do Color Along for this page, and I thought this is probably my favorite page. I'll do it. Now, today I practiced in the book by doing one section of the fly around. I guess they also walk and bus and car all around. And I got the idea of the colors from Elena on Coloring with Elena. She used Faber-Castells, but I used Mark Arts because I don't have but 12 Faber-Castells. And so I used the Mark Arts, and it's not a one-to-one conversion or color-to-color conversion, but I think I did all right, and just had a good time doing that. And it was fun just to do a little picture and get it done. So that was awesome. But I just really love this book, and I got a good deal on it. So you are going to hear me say that when I get a good deal on something, because I love to get good deals. Okay, something else I decided to do was start the water first, but in a different kind of way. I guess it's different. I picked a color for the ocean that is in all of these sets. This is a conversion chart from My Colorful Country Life, and I believe it's free and it's great. So we're going to use, probably I'm going to stick with the Prisma on the background on the ocean because I want it to be very, just smooth. I don't know. I might change my mind and pick the Mark Arts because I want more of a oily feel. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But this way, whatever set you have, you can pick this color. Of course, you can pick any color you want, but I thought I would give this a try. So the non-photo blue in Prisma is like the light phthalo blue in Polychromos, a light blue in Luminance, denim in Black Widow, cerulean blue middle in the Castle Arts, Arteza in Arteza it's sky blue. Now I found that the Mark Arts are very similar to the Artezas, and so since I don't have Artezas, I just wrote in the Mark Art one, which is the ocean blue number 40. If you've got the Brutfuner squares, it's 037. And if you've got Brutfuner 180s or Color 180s, there's one more, I can't think of it, or Sioux Color, Sioux Color 180s, which I have. They're pretty much the same. There is a few differences in color names and so forth, but they're very much the same pencil, and it's number 3 cerulean blue. You see, the numbers are the same. Number 3 cerulean. My light's really bad. I do apologize. What? Maybe come closer. Oh, well, you get it. It's 003 cerulean blue. And then if you've got Crayolas, it is sky blue. All right. And if you've got completely other type of set, just use whatever you like. But I thought it would be fun to try to start with with one color that they all had, or those particular sets had. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to start out with the Prismacolor, and let's see, is this water right here? Can't tell. Yeah, that's water. I was thinking, wait a minute. Okay, I know what that is. That's Scandinavia. When my daughter was little, we this part of the world looked like a goat, and so whenever we talked about Norway, we always said Norway like we were goats. So that really helped her remember where it was and where it was. Okay, so here I go. I'm going to go very lightly at first. I have a very light hand when it comes to any coloring. Sorry, the camera's shaking. Don't know how to get to that to stop, but I'll do my best. Um, the thing about starting out um, very light is that if you decide you don't like that particular color where you have it, it is easier to erase. You might actually be able to erase all of it or most of it. If you come in with a hard hand, then it's going to be hard to erase. Another reason for starting light first is um, you can build layers. Whether you have a Prismacolor or you have, which is wax based, or if you have an oily based pencil that's more of a layering pencil. Um, if you start lightly, you can layer. And I do like to layer, even with my prisms. Okay, because that's not too much, but I'll come back in with a little bit darker of a color and just get some of that. Right now I'm just doing light layers. Um, so far I'm liking this. I think maybe just for a minute I'm going to switch to my mark arts to see how it looks. I'm going very lightly. It is slightly different. I was trying to go for a color that was very in between blue and green. It was enough green to see the green, but enough blue to see the blue, if that makes any sense at all. Um, wow. Since I'm not going to do a lot of mixing here, I'm going to go ahead and I really like how the wax pencils blend, and I know the others also blend, but it's a different blend that I'm not quite used to yet. But it's all right. So I think since the color is so similar, I'm just gonna go ahead and switch. If y'all aren't working on this with me, what are you working on? Did you color anything special while you're watching the video? Were you coloring anything special? What is your favorite time of day to color? I think a lot of you have day jobs, so maybe you like to color in the evening. Um, I have been a stay-at-home mom, homemaker for a long time. I've done some online teaching and I worked in a bookstore for a little bit. Um, and I'm trying to start teaching again. Oh, we'll see how that goes. So I just color all throughout the day. I do lots of other stuff too, but coloring it's really, it's an artistic outlet for me because I love to do art, and it's good therapy. You know, it helps you slow down a little bit and concentrate on something relaxing. Y'all, if I fall asleep while I'm doing this color along, y'all are gonna totally laugh. The Rita Berman book, this is the first one I've ever bought, and I really love the pictures. Um, I'm also getting the Asian. I looked at the flip throughs of the others, and I do like several of the pictures in each one. I like the land, probably, but I do like the sea one too. It's just so hard to know. But when I saw the flip throughs of the Europa and the Asia, I loved every single page. So I'm just real excited about this. I want to do a good job. Do you have any Rita Berman books? If you're patient, you can find a good deal. But if you don't want to wait, just go ahead and get it wherever you can. It is a much smaller book than the typical coloring book that we have. I'll show you. I did this in the other video, but you might not have seen it. This is the Fragile World book, which is one of my favorites. And I think I measured this at 10 square. And so you can see here that it is smaller. That's the paper I put behind. Yeah. But what I like about it so far, oh dear, just dropped some stuff. Oh no, it's okay. Is that it is small. I thought I was going to be, kind of upset about it, but I thought, those pictures are so wonderful. I just, I'm not going to mind that it's small. And when I got it, you could take this anywhere. I've drug a couple of of my bigger books with me here and there, and they're a little bit of a pain. But this one I think travels really well. It easily fits into like a backpack or carry-on bag, just anything. Oh, here I go. When you're not sure which direction to do your coloring, go with circles because it covers the lines better. I know there's a lot of other reasons. Like if you just color straight back and forth, you're going to see the lines. But if you do try to do some circles or ovals, it helps to kind of cover up the lines. Even if you make lines and you can see them, you can always go in with some kind of blender brush. I've got the Prismacolor, and I have the full blender, Caran d'Ache full blender. And I got this for a good deal on Amazon, probably back in January, I think. So I keep changing subjects because that's the way my brain is. But now I'm thinking getting good deals. yeah, if you're patient enough, you can get a good deal. Like this book, I got a good deal on. Some paper, special paper. I just really happened to see it, and I said, "Wait, that's a really good deal on that paper." So I ordered it. You want to know what paper it was? It was the Spring Hill paper, and go ahead and go over to Amazon and look for it and put it in your cart. And somebody was saying on another channel, another stream, you put it in there, it'll let you know when it comes in again. I feel like I'm just, you know, I fiddle around with my light a lot and to get it right, but I probably ought to just watch some of my videos to see what I've. Oh, look, we're getting in really close now. To see what the lighting looks like. When I've done a live stream, when I've done a live stream, people have told me that are in there, oh, your lighting looks fine. You notice I haven't. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry about the camera shaking. I guess I'm lightly coloring, but I guess it's just kind of vigorous light coloring. I don't know. It's shaking. Okay. Y'all, I'm really sorry. I just can't. I, maybe I can tighten up some stuff. I don't know if that would help. Probably wouldn't notice as much if I had this on a different table. I've got the um, my light on a table that sticks out from the drawing table, and so it's just whoa. Can't do going too much. Well, could try to go slowly. Gonna take me forever. But I don't want the camera to shake. I'll just have to figure out something tomorrow. Or if you're watching this, I'm recording this at night, and I'll have it set to go off tomorrow. So later today, I'll figure something out. Let's see if I can get this shadow off my hand. I'll try at least do that. That's a little better. Yeah, if y'all got any tips and tricks on how to make these streams a little better and the recordings, that would be awesome. Yeah, no, it's shaking again. Man. Yeah, I really like the evening better for coloring, doing live streams, or not live streams, recordings. Although I record all day, I like the evening feel, it feels calm and quiet, and you don't have to think about doing any laundry or feeding anybody. You just relaxed. No, I'm just kidding. I really did not fall asleep. Don't start a rumor. Leslie fell asleep on camera. Do you know anybody that's ever done that? I guess they would probably cut it out unless they were doing a live stream. This is very light. I'll probably go back over this with a different blue, maybe a lighter blue. And then I'll come in with a darker blue to get some of these. Or I could just, what I did there. Come in darker in some areas. There's a couple of colorists I follow. One in particular that she's got a heavy hand when she colors. And so when I follow her, I've got to um, be a little heavier handed too, or my picture may not come out like I'm wanting it to. Sometimes I just go back over it. That's the beauty of layering, is you can go doing light layers, is you can go back over them and make them darker. And your I should have said this before, your the tooth of the paper doesn't get pushed down. Um, yeah, because if you push really hard, you're going to smush the tooth down, and then you can't lay any other color of any kind on top of that. You might be able to do gouache or acrylic paint, but pencil, you might not. You might have bad luck there. I guess I can tell you what I'm going to do with some of the elements in this picture. This star right here, a compass, I guess it's a compass, um, probably will make kind of this background area and maybe the edge like a black color, because I want the gold to stand out on it. And in fact, I might do 3 different kinds of metals on that, like a silver and a gold and copper or bronze or something. Um, this Mark Art set has an amazing gold and silver. I've never seen a gold and silver pencil that looked quite like that. I mean, don't rush out and get the set just for the gold and silver, but if you're going to get the set anyway, um, it's a nice bonus. Um, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use the pencils on that. I might be using a sparkly paint, um, sparkly watercolor paint, or I might just use sparkle pot pens. Don't know what I'll do. What will she do? Oops. How was your summer? Did you go anywhere special? Did you um, go on a special trip to visit family or friends or just out somewhere new? Yeah, did you go anywhere new? Or did you do a staycation? And did you just chill at home? Um, my husband and I, we enjoy camping, but not in the summer because it's too hot. I mean, we've tried camping in June before, and even in May. May depends on the May. There have been some years where May was horribly hot, and then there was years like this where the May was pleasant, and we got a good spot at a campsite and just had a great time. And the place where we went is very shaded in a lot of spots. If you want sunshine, you can definitely find it, but um, we just we stayed in the shade with a glass of lemonade. Texas has a lot of wonderful state parks. Now here's my Texas plug. um, yeah, Texas has a lot of great state parks. I know every state has great parks, but I just know Texas, so um, we've just like every state, we've got good ones, we've got not so good ones, not so good. I'm sleepy. Not so good ones, and it you just got to read reviews and look at pictures and look at the area. Is it a area you'd like to go explore a little bit? There's some state parks that are around towns close by that might have some kind of interesting historical place. There was one down in kind of the middle of Texas. We call it the Hill Country, and we stayed at a state park by a lake, and it had wonderful scenery there itself. But next, I don't know, maybe 5 miles away, there was another state park that didn't have camping, but it it had some historical things to go and do. You could go underground in their cave, a cave tour. They had some buildings that I'm not sure if they were original to the area, um, but they were made to be historical. Um, in fact, I think, yeah, there were at least 2 or 3 buildings there that were actually restored, and um, you can go in and look at them and be a part of that. Um, so that was kind of neat. We enjoy state parks. It's getting away from a city area. We not city people. We will go if we have to, but I know some people like to go to cities and do the shops and all that, and that's fine. And we've done that. We've had a good time with that. But I think as we've gotten older, we just crave that going into the countryish area and enjoying nature. It's really fun. What kind of places do y'all like to go? Yeah, don't worry about this. You see, you can probably see some of my lines. I'm probably going too fast because I'm trying to get this video done. But it'll be fine because I'll be going back over it in another direction, and that will help to cover that. And If I really can't get that done, then I'll just bring out some paint. If you think you've messed up an area and you keep reworking and reworking, reworking, you can't get it the way you're envisioning, then it's a learning experience. Keep going, um, and turn it into a big experiment where you try all kinds of things that you wondered about. And I learned that from a drawing class on YouTube. Um, See, that one's somehow when I'm coloring from top, from northwest to southeast, I don't get those lines, but if I'm going this direction, I get those lines. So, see, I learned something. Anyway, yeah, I was always afraid of doing any kind of, I mean, I was an art major and I was afraid of doing art, especially after I left college. I mean, I graduated. And finally, after years, I said to myself, I love art. I'm not going to give up on it. I'm going to keep doing it, even if it messes up. And the YouTube uh, artist that I was watching said, don't be afraid to mess up, because if you mess up, if you fail at one thing, then try something else. I just wonder if that was actually land. No, it looks like, what is this whole thing right here? Well, it's okay. We'll say it's land. Maybe that's, oh, well, I don't know. Anyway, we're just going to leave it. Yeah, it's a learning experience. You can just, enjoy it. And if you can learn something from it for your next picture, then you've you haven't failed. When you give up, that's when you fail. That could be that could be any part of life. Yeah, I know there's times when you do need to give up and say, all right, well, I can't do this on my own. I need help. That's the kind of giving up. That's okay. But when it comes to drawing and stuff, just have fun, enjoy it, learn something new. Sorry, I'm distracted by something, but I'm still coloring. Um, well, let's see, what was I talking about? Yeah, just don't give up. You know, if if you say, well, I'm nervous about trying color, not color pencil, but watercolor pencil. Well, just do it and see if it works. If you something that's cool about the watercolor pencils and even the ink jets. is that you can just take color pencils and go over them. What, once it's dried, and if you're not crazy about how something turned out with them, just color on the top. So just don't give up. That's my point. But I'm starting to get really sleepy. But I'm gonna finish. Look at this. I'm almost done. Yeah. I think if I could do this over, I would probably go slower. But this is just a base starting layer anyway, so it's okay. All right. All right. I'm going to take a break. Well, it'll be really long for me and short for you. And then I'll come back and start in on a little bit darker of areas. Probably use the same pencil, but just push harder on it. See? That's really neat. So we'll come back and do that.